At least it's not Monday. That's the motto for the day of the week. That's Tuesday's motto. At least I'm not Monday. Come on, Tuesday, you can do better than that. Just trying to get my Watch Me Work stream started too. There we go. And it has a little bit of a delay because it pulls from YouTube. All right, I'm next in line to be paired. Yeah. Where's my... I don't care about that. That. All right. Let's get started. It's already 11 and I have to get through 2 modules today. That was my throwdown challenge for today. All right. This exercise goes over just pulling information from a list, which we covered in a previous section. But that's so good because I need a little review, of course. Of course I do. It's okay. I wish that maybe I can do that. There we go. Okay, that'll work. Please add the code to print out the second element in the list. Is it this? 01? Yeah! Remember more than I thought, I guess. I better get my notes ready. What color ink are we using today? I like this blue. That's today. That's good. Try to be a little more left-hand oriented. Right. Next. A recap of modifying elements in a list. Multiply the second element of the end list by 5. It's 5, right? On line 3 multiplied by 5. Whoops. There we go. First oops of the day. How long are we in? Ooh, I like this song. I'm listening to a totally different station. It's like primitive something. I got to skin. Multiply the second element of the n list by 5. So it's 5 times n 1. Is that right? And then we would append n result, right? I think that's how we do that. All right, let's give it a try. No, line 4. Append is not defined. Yes, I had it a little bit backwards. Oh, but overwrite the second element with that result. Okay, so it's not the append that I want to do anyway, although we finally figured that one out. And you print the list when you're done. So we're going to, it's not append, what is it? How did we do that again? Let's see if I have it in my notes. Probably not. I always feel like I take copious notes, but I never like write down what I need later. Of course, maybe those are probably the only times I remember. There's a word for that. Negative bias, maybe? Cognitive bias, just remembering certain things. One half the pair. Okay, it's not there. Nope, and I don't have it. So we're going to have to take notes again on overriding let's fill in this gap of knowledge. Overriding an element. Okay, I guess we could look back at the original lists, and that would probably tell us where it is. Can we go to... Let's see, where can we go? Okay, here we go. Lists and dictionaries. I need to like make notations. I'm still not making notations, but I'm doing my code. I have to start doing that. Because if I don't do it now, it's going to bite me in the ass later, like units when you're doing calculations. You gotta remember your units. You gotta convert them units. Gotta comment that code. I don't think it's this one. Let's go to the next one. Wait. That's why we're all the way at the end. Let's go back a little bit. Late arrivals and list length. Let's see. So I can change it by saying N1 equals, and then the number. N1 equals result. That's what we can do. I think that works. We'll try that. Okay, so now let's go back and see if we can get through this. So it's this one. Oh, my stomach is grumbling. It's not nearly time yet. Let's see. Results. So we need N1 equals, let's add some white space in there. Python white space, yay! equals result. Let's see if that works. Yes! Yes! All right. Nobody, it looks like nobody else is on Watch Me Work working. Nobody else is working today? Why didn't I get the note? Append the number 4 here, so now we're going to do the append that we just did. So we're going to n.append, and then we're going to say 4, right? Is that how we do that? No. Is it that? Yes! Wrong brackets. All right. Hooray. Sorry. Rubbing my microphone. Okay, removing elements from lists. I'm gonna write all of these down again because obviously I did need the refresher. Okay. Expand on ways to remove items from a list. You actually have a few options. Okay. Well, let's write this down. Removing elements from a list. npop index 1. npop index. Okay, so it removes the index identified from the list. 2. Index meaning its position in the list. Removes one from the list, not the item at index 1. So remove item removes the actual item, not index item. And it will remove multiple as well. So if 1 is in the list a couple of times, it will remove all the instances of 1. Oops, sorry. in list 3. Del N1 is like pop, and that it will remove the item at the given index, but won't return it. Well, isn't that what it just said it did up here? Ah, okay, it'll return. Oh, okay. Removes. Oh, my stomach. It's growling really loud now. Removes index identified from list. Removes index identified from list and returns it. Okay. And remove takes the one item that you're indicating and all instances of that item out of the list. And 3 is del N1. Is that item? Item, yeah, it's item. Okay, so no, it's index, it's not item. Damn! It's okay. Just didn't understand it yet. Now I understand it better. Del N index remove the item at the given index. Remove item at given index. But does not return result, I guess. Okay. Didn't they say there was 4? No, a few options. I don't think 3. I guess it is a few, because it's more than a couple, right? I thought a couple was 2 or 3, and few was 4 or 5, and then several was 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, up till you get a dozen? Maybe a few is 3, 4, or 5. Makes sense. Couple is 2. But I'm sticking with several is 6, 7, 8. Yeah. Many, I guess, would be like, you know, more than 10. Maybe more than 7. Maybe 8 plus as many. Just delaying doing this one. Don't mind me while I procrastinate with pontification. Remove the first item from the list and using either cop, remove, or delete. Okay. And this one is the index, so 0. Right. I think so. Oh, I think I'm gonna have to put some Mickey in. Water and coffee isn't doing it anymore. Run it. There we go. Next. Okay. This exercise, you'll just be making a minor change to a function to change what that function does. Change the function so the given argument, argument is multiplied by 3 and return. All right. That's right, colons. Do you use them? Next. This exercise will recap how to use more than one argument in a function. Oops. Find a function called add function. It has two parameters, x, oops, there we go, x and y. And that adds them together. What did we just do in the last one? Return, yeah, okay, there we go. Oops, hey, that's not fair. Def add function x comma y.
I really like it.
And what else? Hooray! Somebody else is here working. I thought it was just me working today. Return x times y. I think that's right. Oops, not caps though. xy. More white space. Not that much. And then print. Whoa! Forgot about that key. Guess I forcefully hit the down arrow too many times. Flipped my key off. Hi! Print add function x and y. Ooh, there's needs to be a little white space there too. Alright, let's try this. No. Oh, I forgot. Syntax! God damn it! Gotta have that syntax. Alright. XY isn't defined, so I need to actually do it like this, I think. Right? It's supposed to be add, not multiply. My god. But I'm still gonna have the same problem. I feel like I'm missing one line in here, and that it shouldn't return x plus y. Ah, here we go. That's why. No, maybe I did it right. Hold on, I just didn't look above here. X and y. Yes! Come on. They're playing with me. So this would be, I would write this as function adds two variables together. I don't need together. Be more precise. Next. Write a function called string function that takes in a string argument s and then returns that argument concatenated. I love that word. Concatenated with the word world. Don't add a space before world. Okay. And what does string function do? It takes an argument s. Not falling for that trickery again. Good try, Codecademy. I got you that time. And returns, return. I feel like this is where we're supposed to use the %s. When s is hello and world. I feel like there's something else in between. It's like append, but it's not, because append is for lists. Forgot this here. Wrote that down either, which means we've got to go back and look. Have to go back and look. All right, let's see. Let's go back to strings and functions. So we can go back here. Strings and functions, maybe? I want to search for concatenation. I'm halfway done. Nice. What's my overview like on this? Why? No, I don't want that. Okay. I guess strings and console output. That's probably where we learned about concatenation. There it is, string concatenation. I don't know. Many likelies. Leave me alone. All right. I wonder, is that just enough to just like add them together? I feel like that's not what it is asking me to do. Let's look at the next one. Explicit string conversion. Yes, I know that one. And I can't just change it at the top because it wants me to write the function that does it. Okay. turning things into strings. Ah, okay, that gives me a hint about it. Okay, so I think we would just print and then print the word that we want to add plus the function that's there as, I guess, as a, I mean, that's a result. We would need to define that. So the X, no, I'm thinking about the last one. I think we have to define it first. All right. Let's keep looking until we're through this one. That's not concatenation though. It specifically said concatenation. All right. Let's try again here. There we go. Is that even necessary? Oh, colon. Still not happy with it. Let's just do this. I think it's going to tell me that I need to define the function. Wow, I guess that's something you're not supposed to do. Broke it. That takes in string argument S. And then returns that argument concatenated with the word world. Return S plus print string function s. Is that gonna work? Oh, I forgot all of these things. There we go. Yes! I didn't even have to look at the hint. Proud of myself. I almost did look at the hint that time, but we got it. We got it. Pass a list to a function the same way you pass any other argument to a function. Okay. Define list function s, x, return x. Click run to see that using a list as an argument in a function is essentially the same as using just a number or string. Okay. Passing a list to a function will store it in the argument, just like with a string or a number. Passing a list to a function will store it in the argument, just like a string or number. Okay. One argument items. Inside the function, we print out the item stored in spam. At index 0 of items. Which reminds me, I just gotta text my brother. That's it. That's it. All right. I don't even know what that means. I guess I just need to like absorb it and then do it, and maybe I'll understand what that means or what it applies to. Passing a list to a function will store it in the argument, just like with a string or a number. Okay. Inside the function, we print out the items stored at index 0 of items. Print item 0, okay? After the function, we create a new list called numbers. Finally, we call the first item function with numbers as its argument, which prints out two first item numbers. Yes, okay, because we're defining this function, and this function tells you to print item at 0, then we say this is the list, then we say, no, it's a spoofed call. You can tell the first 6 digits are the same. Finally, we call the first item function with numbers as its argument, which prints out 2. Where were we here? So we run the function on this set. Okay. Change line 2 so that list function returns only the items stored in index 1 of x rather than entire x. So it should return 5. Bam. There we go. There we go. Oh my god, my stomach is crumbling. Modifying an element of a list in a function. Modifying an element in a list in a function is the same as if you were just modifying an element of a list outside a function. Okay, good to know. We create a list called numbers. We use the double first function to modify that list. Finally, we print out 2, 2, 3, 4. When we pass a list to a function. And when we pass a list to a function and modify that list, like in the double first function above, we end up modifying the original list. Okay. Oops. Change this function to add 3 to the item at index 1 of the list. Change list function to add 3 to the item at index of list. Okay. So we're not changing the list, we're going to change the function. And the way we do that is by, let's see. We say x, I mean, it wants it to be the first one, right? At index 1, no index 1. So what if we say x index 1 equals I hope you can't hear that over the music. It's crazy. My stomach is growling. Add 3 to the item at index 1 of the list. Equals, what is this? Hilarious. Hilarious. Wait. Hilarious. There's something I have to do. Hold on. Calendar. Pretty sure I uninvited everyone for that and deleted all of those. Ooh, maybe I didn't do it in... Yeah, I bet I didn't. Let's try this one. I guess it is an Outlook. anything on there. Oh, that's why, because I'm not as here, maybe. Let's do another account. Sorry, something totally different happening on my other screen. But I don't think it's in here. I guess so, but these are all old and they're not. I didn't set up recurring, did I? No. So, it's not it. Whatever. Not my problem anymore. So we're going to try to set this as 3 plus does that work? So that should be 8. Oh, I got the right results, but they're not happy about how I did this. So return list function as X, right? Return the list. Let's try that. No, line 3, 1, 2, 3, return. Nope. Return X? Yes. Okay, you can also append or delete items of a list inside a function, just as if you were manipulating the list outside of the function. Everybody doing art. Print my list. I'm going to define the function list extender like that. That has one parameter. First one st. Colon. What's going to happen under this? Oh, I like those colors over there in the corner going on. Some greens and purples. It's pretty. It's like spring. Okay. List extender that has one parameter first. Inside the function, append the number 9 to first, then return the modified list. First. Dot append 9. Why is it not happy with that? Oh, maybe it's LST, not 1ST. Oh my god. That was hilarious. Still didn't solve it, but we're getting there. It has one parameter, LST. Okay. Then we're going to append the number 9 to LST. LST append 9. No. Okay. So at least you figured out that was L and not a 1. Like, whoops. LST has one parameter, LST. Inside the function, append the number 9 to LST. LST append 9, right? Return the modified list. So that's what's the problem. Return LST. Line 5. Return outside the function. Yes! There we go. Always the syntax. Always forget not enough spaces or the colons. That's okay. That's the easy stuff eventually, right? That's the finer things. I got the big pieces. I think that I'm gonna take like 5 minutes really quick to just get a brief snack and a refill on coffee and, you know, other stuff. So maybe like 10 minutes and I'll be right back. You can listen and enjoy the music. I'll be back before you know it. Let's figure this out. More coffee. My stomach isn't screaming at me anymore. How to utilize every element in a list in a function. Okay. Oh, I see. That's why it says length of n. It means the entirety of the list. And then print the entirety of that list. From 0 to the entire length of the list. 0 meaning the index point 0 is the very first item in the list. Define a function called printlist that has one argument called x. Right? Oops, define. Syntax, of course. I'm really good at changing based on the error logs. Like, is that it? No. Is that it? No. Is that it? No. You know I was the kid in the back of the car going, are we there yet? Are we there yet? Are we there yet? Sorry. Each element of the list. Length and is length of the list. Okay. Double list x colon. Oh, look at me paying attention to that syntax. My down arrow key keeps popping off. I guess because I hit it too hard. Down, down. Try to be more gentle with it. Oh. Let's see what's up. Nothing. Nothing's up. Surprise. Nothing's up. Restart. Okay. Okay. Create a function called double list that takes a single argument x, yes, which will be a list. And multiplies each element by 2 and returns that list. Is that going to be right? N x right? Isn't that how we changed it for x in range? Turn double list, is that right? Turn x. Is that right? That was it? No. No, this should be x of n. Maybe not. Let's restart this one. Define double list function x. I think this should be x. X is a list. Could we do that takes a single argument X? Okay. Missed my colons that time. Oh, okay. At least I got this doubled, right? This one times, yep. Return n? No. No, return outside the function. It's going to be inside the function. Weird. I mean, I guess it makes sense that if you put it all the way in there, it returns the n instead of after the function. Multiplies each element by 2 and returns the list. Is that supposed to be x instead of I? Still no. XI. Ah. There we go. So that's what it is. This is I. This is XI. There, and that should do it. Still no? How about that? Will you do it then? Still no. Am I returning X or am I returning N? Let's try return X. No. You can place the codes on line 3 through 5 inside a function definition, which I did. Def double list X. You'll need to change the ni's in the for loop to xi for I in range. X of I equals x of I times 2. And then return x. Print double list n. Make sure to indent properly. I've done all my indentations. Let's see if I go a little further here. That's wrong. But here it works. So why is it not happy with this? Okay. Double list 0, 1 resulted in an error. List index out of range. Not sure what that means. I'm not sure. Okay, I'm gonna copy this and then we're gonna look at the... Let's look, because I'm getting the right results, so it's obviously some kind of syntax that I don't know about because it's not even pitching an error I've seen before. So let's print that, and then we'll do the solution. Okay, and now let's compare. N357, yes. Def double list X colon, yes. For I in range. 0 length. Instead of length N, length X. Huh. Okay, I see. I have to use the same variables. That's my problem right now too. Within a function, I can only use the variables within that function. So if I'm defining x, then everything in there has to be x or defined as I would work there, or any other thing. But I can't use n because n is a list in another whatever. It's just a list, but it's not actually in that function. I have to define the function, and then we can put that list into the function with the print double list n. So that was the issue. That's the issue. All right. We did it. We got it eventually. Passing a range into a function. Okay, now we're going to start with range. One. Range stop. Start. Stop. And range. Start, stop, step. Okay. Starts at index 0 to start. Define start. Stop. Oops. Each item. And then this is the defines start, stop, and increasing by step. Okay. Range 2. No, range 3. There we go. Next. Iterating over a list and a function. More notes, more notes. Item in list. Okay. I'm gonna clean off my desk, it's a mess. I got this down. Everybody, I got this down. I can define a function like you would not believe in Python. Every time. I got it. Look at me define them variables. Okay, using one of the two methods above. Iterate through the numbers, add it to result. For I in range. Is that gonna work? For each I in range, result equals I plus result. Then at the end, we return result. No. Can't use result here, let me use something else. I mean, I probably should because I'm supposed to return the result. So what do we want it to do? For each number, add it to results. So 0 plus 3, 0 plus 5, 0 plus 7, but it's saying it should be 0, 3, 6. But I'm seeing 3, 5, 7. Why? Let's try 0, 3, 6 and see what happens. Oops. Maybe this would need to be inside there as well. This is N still. Let's move result here. Ooh, or does it go up here? Okay.
For n in range numbers. Result 0. Result 0 plus 0, 0. Result 0 plus 3, 3. Result 6 plus 3. That's how it should work, but it's not. Nope. Still no. Maybe I should try using a different one. Try using this one that's like 4 item in numbers. Oh, wrong one. This one here. Nope. I think I'm gonna look at the solution. I think so. Okay. Let's look at this. Let us understand where we went wrong. So is N357 define total numbers? Got that. Yep. Result equals 0. Yes. Before. Okay. What's this one about? Iteration. Okay. Define total numbers. Then results equals 0. Then for I in range 0 through length of numbers. Results. That's right. It's not. It's the plus equals. Okay. Results plus equals numbers. Then return result. So I'm still not quite getting that one right. Because I have result equals result plus n, which would make sense, except I guess to create the whole iteration process, it's the plus equals sign. just run it, see what happens. Nothing. I want to print result. Print numbers. No, print total n. That'll work. Yes. Yes. I can make it print stuff. God damn it. Using strings in lists and functions. Iterating over a list is probably not much different than iterating over a string. Function to concatenate strings. Define a function. Join underscore strings, sets an argument words. It will be a list. Inside the function, create a variable results. And set it to empty string. Iterate through the words list and append each word to result. Finally, return the result. And the reason I can't print result is because result is only defined within the function. That's what it means by that. Okay, I'm gonna get this eventually. I will. For I don't think we want I, right? Guess we can. I in range. Excuse me. Length words. What are we doing for I in range length words? We are we are doing results plus equals words I. Yes! First time. Good. Good. Okay, so by following the structure of my notes I just wrote down, we were able to do this one. That means that was good notes. Okay, next. Using two lists as two arguments in a function. More concatenating, yay! Joins two lists together. Okay, so already print join list MN is already done. But I'm pretty sure we need to define join lists. I keep making that hilarious mistake. Hilarious. All right. Almost done with this module. This one took us a while. On line 5, define a function called join list that has two arguments, x and y. That's what I was looking for, x comma y. And we put a colon at the end of that because I know how to define a function. Inside that function, return the result of concatenating x and y together. So we would just, inside that function, which means to return x plus y. Oops, there we go. Yeah. Last one, here we go. Using a list of lists. Oh my god, that's crazy. Using a list of lists in a function. Let me just write this down. The fact that it's possible, it's a little bit inception-y. It's coming along. Nice. Make use of a single list that contains multiple lists and how to use them in a function. Lists of lists. Okay. Okay. one argument lists. For lists. Okay, so we have to like unpack it. Or LST in lists. For item in LST prints item. Oh, and I gotta return results. Okay. On line 3, define a function called flatten with one argument called list. Done. Make a new empty list called results. That's how you make an empty list. Iterate through lists. For LST in lists, for item and LST print item. Call the looping variable numbers for numbers in lists. For item in numbers. For results dot append item iterate through lists, call the looping variable numbers for numbers in lists. I wonder if this is gonna work. For each number, we're going to append it to results. Yes, results append number. And then flatten n would be results for numbers in n. And then we're going to return results, right? Should be up here or here. Maybe here. We'll try this first. Damn it, syntax. I say I know how to define a function and then, you know, nope, I don't. All right. Global name number is not defined. Oh, it's numbers. Yes! Oh, but it's still mad because it did it like this. I could unpack it a little bit more. I feel like we're kind of close, but so first we define the flattened lists. Yes, define flattened lists, colon, make a new empty list called results. We got that. Results equals an empty list. Iterate through lists. Yes. For numbers in lists, right? Let's make this item maybe. 4 numbers in, wait, okay. Call the looping variable numbers. Okay, 4 numbers in lists. For item in numbers. Item, not numbers. Just the first one. I'm close. I know it's something I'm doing in here that's not quite right. For items in list, for numbers in items, append results with numbers. Let's see if that does it. No. So close, so close. I mean, I know it's how it's got to be some way how I'm linking the variables together.
So here it's for list inside lists. For each two inner lists, we iterate through the numbers as item and print them out. Alright, I think it's gotta be. This has to be numbers here. Right, iterate through lists. Looping variable numbers. For numbers in lists, then for item and numbers. For each number, appended to results. Results.append numbers. And return results. No. Come on. No, it's still doing the first ones. Man, I feel like I'm close. There we go. I just needed to move my return because it was returning for this one in here, which was only for the initial iteration here. And I needed to return it both here. And I didn't even cheat. Yes! Well, it's not cheating to ask for help, but I did it. Yes. A simplified version of the classic board game Battleship. We'll use functions, lists, and conditionals to make our game. All right. We have an hour and 15 minutes. Let's see how far we get. I mean, this last one that was 18, that just took me 2 hours. So we'll see how far we get here. And if not, there's always a couple hours tomorrow. All right, I'll put my notes aside. Create a variable board. Set it equal to an empty list. Yeah, I can do that. Okay, now we'll use a built-in Python function to generate our board, which will make to a 5x5 grid of all zeros, O's for ocean. Okay, not zeros, but O's. Print O times 5 will print out O, which is the basis for a row in our board. We'll do this 5 times to make 5 rows. Since we have to do this 5 times, it sounds like a loop might be in order. Okay. Create a 5x5 grid initialized to all O's and stored in board. Use range to loop 5 times. Let's see what we're doing here. Okay, 5. Okay, so range 5. Board, is that right? Let's see. Okay. Range 5. But what do we do before that? We do for board less than. I don't think it's gonna work like that. Okay, let's go back and look at loops. Bar. Range 5. I wonder if that will even work. In board. Print. Inside the loop, append a list containing 5 series to the board. I don't want to print this. I want to append board. We're getting close. I know this isn't right. I need to break them apart. I got too much happening in each line. Four rows and board.
Right? For range, I know, well, this is better here. I've broken those two pieces apart. This is not quite yet. For row inboard, then I want to say like for row inboard, row equals that. Is that right? Let's see. 4x in A, then I can do something with x. And I could say x is equal to that, and then I would append it, but I need to make an if statement before that. So if board length, if length board less than 5, board append row, right? If board right, if length board less than 5, board append row. Getting closer. I feel it. Use range. Oh, I can't use that. I need to use range to loop 5 times. Range 5 starts at index 0 to stop. Okay, so that would be 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. That gives us 5. So maybe it is 5. Stops at 5. Right? Or is it 4? And that gives us 5. I think 4 gives us 5. Okay. For row in range 5. And I don't even need an if statement because it will only run it to 5. Let's see. Yes! Oh my god! Feels good. Figured that one out with notes and sheer determination. Alright, next. Sorry. For rows up to 5. each row will equal that, and then append with each row. Okay. Throughout our game, we'll want to print the game board so that the player can see which locations they've already guessed. Regularly printing the board will also help us debug our program. Yeah. The easiest way to print the board would be to have Python display it for us using the print command. Let's give that a try and see what the results look like. Is this a useful way to print our board for Battleship? I'm guessing probably not. And then what? Sorry. Prints board. No, it's not. We need to print each one individually. First, delete your existing print statement. Sure. Okay, now we can see the contents of our list, but clearly it'd be easier to play the game if we could print the board out like a grid with each row on its own line. Yes. We can use the fact that our board is a list of lists to help us do this. Let's set up a for loop to go through each of the elements in the outer list, each of which is a row of our board, and print them. Okay, define a function named printBoard with a single argument board in. Inside the function, write a for loop. Oh, define. Forgot that. And I forgot the ending. Oh my goodness. Okay. Then we're gonna for each row in board print row. Print board. Okay, this isn't quite right. It's telling me it's right, but this is obviously not quite right. There we go. Why does that say none? That was easier. Printing pretty. We're getting pretty close to a playable board. Wouldn't it be nice to get rid of those quote marks and commas? We're storing our data as a list, but the player doesn't need to know that. Okay. The examples about we create a list called letters. Sorry. You all know by now I don't have the best sleep hygiene. A lot of the times I'm like, hey, I'm gonna lay down for just like 20 minutes and rest before I have to like get up and do whatever, and then it's like 2 hours later. Whoops. Okay, a list called letters. The join method uses the string to combine items in the list. Finally, we print. Okay, print. Quotes, join letters. Print, dot, 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 join. So I guess it would just be a string. Inside your function, inside your for loop, use double quotes as a separator to join the elements in each row. So instead of, oops, I did it again. The worst. Okay. So instead of print row, we're going to say print double quotes dot join row. Yeah, nice. Next, on to the next. On to the next. Let's hide our battleships in a random location on the board. Since we have a two-dimensional list, we'll use two variables to store the ship's location: ship row and ship column. Okay. From random import, random integer, coin, die. Okay, heads, tails, okay. Okay, so each one could be 5, 5. Right, so it could be 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Although, I think we just put 0 or 1 to 6. Is that right? Because there's actually, or is there 5? Would it be 1 to 5 maybe? Okay, it's low, high. Okay. Oh, from 0 to 4 would give us 5. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. From board in, import random integer. Row equals random integer from 0 to 4 and random column random integer again 0, 4. Yeah. These functions should return a random row index and a random column index from your boards, respectively. Okay, use 0 length board in -1. Okay. Maybe like that. Oh, hi, Obi Skywalker. Hi. Sorry, I didn't see you. I'm like deep in this right now. So I'm assuming you've already done it or know Python already. Like, good. Give me hints. I'm trying. Oh, we need to define 2 new functions first. Oh, so we're doing it wrong here. Find random row. Each take board in as input. Okay. Oops, not board in, board in. How are you doing on this fine Tuesday? We'll take board in. What else are they gonna do? Should return a random row index and a random column index from your board respectively. Okay. Oops, wrong way. This. I don't like them all squished together. More white space, more white space. Okay, random column, random row, okay. We need to return. So then we need to make a function. Wait, these are functions. What are they gonna do? We're gonna have it return. And then call each function on board. Oh, so then this would be return. I don't know if this will work like this, but we'll give it a try. Return random row with board. I know this isn't quite right. Would we put that underneath each one here? No. Okay, so we define new functions, random row and random column that take board in as the input. Then just delete random row from function and replace it by return. Ah, like this. Let's see. Thank you. That makes sense. Return and then return that. Then call each function on board. Without the equals. Thank you. Syntax is a big problem for me so far still. Oh, as you can see, I've forgotten all of my colons here at the end of defining a function. See what I'm saying? Okay, now I'm trying to figure out what it's asking me to do with call each function on board. Does that just mean I put board as board in there? Maybe. Call each function on board. This, but I don't know if they should be the same line or not. Let's try it. No, line 19. Return is outside the function. Oh, syntax again. Syntax again, but I don't think that's... Oh, it did it. That's close. Just syntax. Spaces and syntax. Without return, so I don't even need to do return, just... So if I do this, will that do the same thing? Yeah, see, this is the part that's sometimes frustrating to me because it said it was right even though, like, I guess maybe it is or isn't, but I don't know, like... best practice or like when do you use the return or not. Like it obviously said it was right with it, but is it just like better to do it? I guess most streamlined is best, right? So if you can do it without the return, then do it without the return. I guess that. All right, next. You can return only in a function, okay. Which is why it worked. It was happy with it, at least when I put the spaces in, because that put it under a function. Right? Yes. Okay. I think I just finally grasped today that inside a function, all the variables in a function are like self-contained. You can't call variables from outside the function. So, all right. Do variable guess row equals int integer raw input guess row. Okay, and another new variable, guess column, and set it equal to integer raw. Oops. Input guess column. Then click run and answer the prompts by typing in a number and pressing enter. Or return on some computers. Hilarious. How about just that arrow looking thing? I think that's pretty much what people have. Alright. That's what I got. Guess row 3. Guess column 2. Yeah! Did that one. Nice. It's not cheating, it's debugging. Didn't I say this before? I definitely did, that I'm getting very good at doing the error codes. Just like running it and being like, is it good yet? Okay, let me change that. Is it good yet? Let me change that. Okay, is it good yet? Is it good yet? Is it good yet? Until it's there. It's called trial and error. It's not cheating. Let's add a print statement that displays the location of the hidden ship just for debugging purposes, just for debugging. Not cheating, not cheating. Of course, we'll remove this output when we finish debugging, since if left in our game wouldn't be very challenging, that's true. Okay, before the lines prompting the user for input, which is here, we're gonna print ship row and print ship column. Yeah. Guess row 2. Guess column 2. It totally worked. Next. Maybe we get through this one in time. I'm hoping so. I'm hoping so. Okay, now for the fun. Really? I think we've been having fun the whole time. Alright, we have the actual location of the ship and the player's guess, so we can check to see if the player guessed right. For a guess to be right, guess column should equal ship column and guess row should equal ship row. Okay. So if those things are equal, so if guess column equals with the double equal sign ship column and guess row double equals ship row, then all right, so first we're starting with all right, there we go. If guess row equals ship row and guess column equals ship column, print congratulations, oops, you sank, oops, my battleship. Okay, when you run this code, be sure to enter integer guesses in the panel where it asks for guess row and guess column. Why wouldn't you? What? Now, still for debugging, right? All right. It's... I spelt it wrong. Classic. Here. This is what I should be doing. Like that. Because my typing is atrocious. 4, 0. Yes, yes, there we go. Coding was fine. Spelling was awful. And we also need to handle a case where the guess is wrong. Add an else under the if. And then we also need to set the list element at guest row, guest column to X. So then it would be board, right? Board. Not X like that, we want it to equal X like this so that it prints out the X for the L. Oh, a column and a row that's on the board. I feel like this last sentence, it's trying to tell me to do something else, but I'm not quite sure what it is yet. Let's look at this. It's not happy with this. No, it wants something here. Given it, hold on. Should be like that. All right. I got it, thank you. All right. 0. Oh, I don't want to do the same. I want to do like 3 and 3. You missed my battleship, but this is wrong. Nope, it's still not happy with line 33. So we got up to the print part, and now I'm having not so good here. I think this is what it's trying to tell me. In the last line in your else statement, call print board again so you can see the X. Okay, that should be done. Append? No. I'm making it equal that. That should be right because I'm exchanging the 0. Board, guess, row, guess, like that. Maybe. Let me try. Oops, wrong one. This way. Oh, you're right. Thank you. Thank you again. I was close. So it's not a comma. It's like parentheses around each one. Or not parentheses, brackets. Brackets. Okay, next. Okay, so now we need to constrain the misconditions. We don't want them to be able to enter a guess that's off the board. We don't want them to guess a location they've already guessed. Or they can just miss the ship, which we've already defined. We'll add these tests inside our else condition. Add a new if statement that's nested under the else. Okay, so if, let's just enter it. If x not in range, 4, right? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Or is it 5? 5. Or y. I don't care. I'm not going to write it just like that. I want it all like this. Oh, we're out of music. What? Yes, keep playing. Stop that. Seriously? How rude. Where was I? There we are. Y not in range 5. Print outside range. Okay. And then another one. If guess row, oops, is not in range, or guess column is not in range. Print out, oops, that's not even in the ocean. After your new if statement, add an else that contains your existing handler for an incorrect guess. Man, this is... So now we're going to put an else statement underneath that one. Underneath this if. So that means it's going to be on the same level as the if. Else. Add an else that contains your existing handler for an incorrect guess. This is the existing handler for the incorrect guess, which is else print you missed my battleship. Let's try that. Okay, let's try one that's outside the range. That's not even in the ocean. Okay, that's fine. I guess it's okay. I mean, it's saying I did it. I did it! Yeah! 13. Now let's handle the second type of incorrect guess. The player guesses a location that was already guessed. How will we know that the location was previously guessed? Okay. ELIF. Board. Oh, look, and it has the answer you gave me up here now. Guess row, guess column. Guess row. Guess column equals X. Print. You guessed that one already. Oops. So many oopses. Okay, let's run it and test it. Nope, it's not happy with this. Oh, because I did not put the colon. Do it again. No, it's not happy with that. Is it a double equals? Yes! Haha! Not setting it equal to, but defining it as if it is equal to this. Is it equal to it? Is it really equal? Alright. Guess row. So we want to guess something that we've already guessed. How is that going to be? Invalid syntax, line 34. Line 25. I didn't... It's mad at me. Oh no. It's very mad at me. Let's see. Okay, it finally stopped. Let's see what we can do here. Guess row 2, guess column 1. You missed my battleship. Oh well. Oh well, it doesn't let me test it again, but it worked. It worked. I wanted to see what happens if we guess that one already, which you can't do with the first run through. So, but that's okay. We're getting there. I'm sure we'll get there. Okay. For one guess, yes. Make sure you play it a couple of times and try different kinds of incorrect guesses. Okay. The next step, we'll move on and look how to give the user 4 guesses to find the battleship. Okay, thoroughly test your game. Make sure you try a variety of different guesses and look for any errors in the syntax or logic of your program, okay? So, oh really? I like it, but I didn't know that. I'm just listening to like a station on Amazon Prime Music. I like to listen to other stuff too, but when I'm coding, I prefer stuff without words so I can think better. What are we guessing with this row? We're gonna say 6 and 9. Oops. 9. Ha ha ha. I do it without even thinking. Oops, that's the ocean. But it's not happy with this. List index out of range. Why is it doing that though? Thank you. I wouldn't have gotten that. All right. Next. Let's get through this. I got like 20 minutes left. I don't have time for eating tangerines, said no one ever. I see what you're saying. Because you only put an X there if it's under the else statement. When I brought it out there, then it's putting it here. That's why. Okay. Gotcha. Thank you. Print turn +1 here. Okay. We can use a for loop to iterate through a range. I want it to be after the print board because I want the board to print and then the option of taking a guess, right? How do we do this? For I think this should be further out, right? For turn in range 4. Print. So then that would be, first we'd say turn equals 1, right? And then we do turn plus equals turn plus 1. And then return turn. Or print turn, right? Print turn. But return turn sounds funny. Everything from here on should go in your for loop. So this goes up here. Indent 4 spaces underneath. Indent everything that should be repeated. Okay. Let's do this. Getting closer. All right, let's put all the spaces in. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Feel like I'm dancing. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I bet there's an easier way to do this. What? Oh, but it, this is funny. It asks again even though we've already won, so that's something else we gotta fix in the next one. I mean, it's good. It's having us do this again. Line 28. Oh, it's probably mad because I changed something. I don't think I'm actually going to finish this module before I have to go, but I'll probably finish it tonight. If not, this is where we'll start tomorrow for a shorter stream, because it's a half day tomorrow. I want it to print turn plus turn. Okay, let's try again. It's not happy about this here. What was the one that it just... But I put 4 spaces in. Should it only be 2? Okay. It's cannot concatenate string and integer objects. It's str, right? Yeah, there it is. All right, let's do it now. Turn 1. All right. Let's add a space here. There we go. Oh, yeah. We're getting it. Let's try, what's the next one? 2 and 5. Oops. No! 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 Okay. Run. Line 28. Okay. Oh, it's saying turn 1 again, and it needs to be turn +1. So that's another problem. How do we make that turn +1? And then it gets angry if I let it sit for too long. This isn't quite right. So close. I've got like no time left. Let me try one more thing. I forgot to return turn. No, it's mad about that one. We were so close. Unexpected indent, so it doesn't want an indent. And I can't do return turn because it's not a function I define. Let's bring these out more. Still saying turn 1. It's not adding the turn +1 to it. Maybe because I need to do 4 turn in range 4, yes. I'm gonna put turn equal to 0 up here. And even turn +1. Right? Yeah? Yay, Python, so fun! I know, right? I feel like I've got most of it, but I'm stuck on a little tiny bit here to get this one done. How are you doing today? Extensive. Is your knowledge of Python extensive? Are you here to help me out, like some kind of guardian angel? Snake charmer. All right. Print board, and then we want to print the, yeah. I feel like it should be underneath the 4 though. You see my bug. I'm sure that you do. I don't know. See, I feel like my bugs are usually syntax or spacing. I'm not good with that stuff yet. 4 turn in range of 4. Turn equals 0. I think we do the turn up here. Oh, it's not turn plus 1, it's just turn, right? And then range, is this right? Nope. That is not right. Let's see. I think I'm gonna put this at the end again. I don't even know if that's something we can do here. Okay. Went through once, is not happy with the turn stuff. See, it says be sure to indent 4 spaces. And then... I guess not. Yeah, I wanted to print turn plus string turn plus 1. Or is it turn range? Let's see. Turn plus 1. It must be turn plus 1. Okay, for turn in range 0 through 4, print turn plus the string turn plus 1. And we start at turn equals 0. Can we take this out? Turn 1. Ah, it's still pitching me out. I got closer, but it's still pitching me out the, like, it's not one-upping the turn. I think we do turn plus equals turn plus 1. And then we make this one down here just turn. The word doesn't even make sense anymore. We're at that point right now. Let's try that. And then this has to be my last attempt because it's already 2:30 here. Eastern Standard Time. Okay. Nope, still not. Words don't even make sense anymore. Sounds about right when you get deep enough into programming. Well, I also see it's like I see the word over and over again, or I say the word over and over again, it loses all meaning. And then I'm like, is that even spelled right? Because I already struggle with that enough. Turn equals 0 is the line that's not correct. Just do it again then. Thank you. But what does it need to be then? I guess it can't be 0. Maybe turn equals 1 so that it starts at 1. Now it just starts at turn 3. Okay. Now I see that I can change it. How are we doing this? Turn equals 0 plus turn plus 1? I don't know. That seems too complicated. I remember it being like 2 lines. It's not happy with me. I've got to let this sit for now because I got to go pick my kids up from school. Thanks for stopping by, Gathlox. I haven't seen you in a bit. Hope you're doing well. Thanks for new people who stopped in. I stream like, you know, I'd say a couple times a week, usually at minimum once. And I kind of try to tweet first, or you can like follow if you want, and then you'll get like the notification on Twitch time streaming. If I never see you again, that's fine too. Thank you for all your help today, and I hope you guys all have a great Tuesday.